What's up, beauties? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Teayasymone, and if you're new here, I hope you decide to stay around and stick around. We have a lot of fun over here, and I am just going to jump right into it. I don't want this intro to be very long, so I filmed a video yesterday, and unfortunately, when you're filming a video, sometimes you don't know what's working, what's not, and my babe got me a new microphone, and in a couple of the takes you couldn't really hear anything except for me, of course. That's all you want to hear. But there were a couple of takes that my microphone was making a lot of noise because it's new and I don't really know how to use it yet, So regardless, I couldn't get rid of the noise when I was editing, so I just decided to film this over again because I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I do like to, put out good content if I can. So yesterday was me doing like a try on Sephora haul, and it was first impressions of a Sephora haul that I recently did a few days ago, trying new products. So I've tried all of these products except for a few, with the exception of a few. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be just doing a Christmas look with a Sephora haul that I made probably about, I'm going to say 3 or 4 days ago. Sephora recently had a 20% off VIP sale, and you know that when Sephora has a 20% off sale, it's a big deal because Sephora never has a sale. Products that have been out for a while and still are trending. So we are going to do a Christmas look, a very, very easy classic Christmas look that anybody can do. 10 minutes tops. That's all it takes. Obviously, it's going to take me longer because, I'm explaining things. But regardless, it is very simple, very easy. And that's why I chose to do this look. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so now we're up close and personal. Okay. So I already primed my lids and I used my Urban Decay Primer Potion. You can use any type of eyeshadow primer that you want. I personally suggest an eyeshadow primer, and that's what I prefer because an eyeshadow primer is going to give that full pigmentation with your shadows, but you can use a concealer, whatever works for you. Just make sure you lay something down on your lids so that way you're casting out any veins or anything like that, and it's going to make your shadows pop. So I'm going to be using 2 palettes today. One is new, one is not new. So the first palette that I am going to use is the Pretty Cool palette by Dose of Colors. This palette is beautiful with the few colors that I used yesterday. I'm really glad that I got it. I got it from JCPenney's. But if you look at these shades, oh my goodness, these shades are gorgeous. And I wish they would have put a black in here. That would have been cool. And when you have an all matte palette like this, which I love all matte palettes. I love all matte palettes. But when you have an all matte palette like this, you're always, if you want to get a shimmer or whatever, you're always going to gravitate to another palette, obviously. So this is my Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Of course, I love this palette, one of my favorites. Now, this is a cool tone palette, but there are some warm tone shades in here. And there's some shimmers. This is a well-loved palette. I love this. Oops, brush fell out. I love this palette. And I'm probably going to use a couple of the shades in here, but most of the shades that I'm going to use is from the Dose of Colors palette. So I'm going to go in with the first shade right here, and I'm going to apply this all over, pretty much. And when I say all over, I mean all over. I'm not going in the crease, I'm just going over. I know transition shades are not that popular anymore, but they're still popular with me because when you grow up with makeup and you're a makeup artist, you know how important a transition shade is, especially if you're a beginner, because a transition shade is exactly what it says. It literally helps you transition into the other shades that you're going to use. It sets the tone for your entire eyeshadow look. I'm going to take my, I think this is the Morphe 513, and then I'm going to go into this second shade right here, and I am going to focus that right here. Ooh, these shadows are like, wow. Focus this right here on the outer V, and I always bring my shadows out to elongate my eyes. because I have more of an almond shaped eye, so I like to elongate my eyes. But there definitely is a lot of kickback in these shadows, okay? As you can see, there's a lot of kickback. However, I just suggest doing your eye makeup first. Don't do your face makeup first because you're going to be very upset. I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm pretty sure this is by ColourPop. And now I'm going to go into this even deeper shade. And these actually do have names on the back. It's just a pain in the butt. So this shade is Sign Off. This will be the shade Sign Off. And I am going to press that in. Just right here. I'm not going anywhere else with that color. And now I'm going to go into the deepest shade, which is going to be Smoke Show. And now I'm going to leave this right here because this is the deepest shade in the palette. So I'm leaving this right here. I don't want to go anywhere else with it. I just want to leave it right on the lid. Not the lid, but just the outer V. And then I'm going to take that big fluffy brush that I started off with. And I'm just going to blend this out. Always keep your big fluffy brush on you because you want to blend in between shadows so you will have more of a seamless look. So this is my Sigma E27. This is one of my favorite brushes. Why? Because it literally is more of a slanted brush, and it gives you that ability to pack on your shade. And like I said, I'm using this shade, which is Smoke Show, and I am packing this on, and I just feel like this disperses color very, very beautifully. One of my favorite brushes. If you've never tried Sigma brushes, I definitely recommend. I mean, I have the brushes that I have by them. They have lasted me so long. Like, a lot of people kind of forgot about Sigma when Morphe came along, when people really weren't realizing that Morphe was actually copying Sigma. You know what I'm saying? Morphe was literally just dupes of Sigma's brushes. However, Sigma's brushes actually really are not that expensive. They're literally like not expensive at all. These shades would be obviously more intense and more deeper on a more lighter skin tone or fair skin tone, you know what I'm saying? But you can still make cool tone palettes work even if you are a brown skin girl, okay? So don't think that you can't. I can't believe I'm just now trying Dose of Colors, like shame on me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a shade in my Anastasia palette, which is going to be the shade, is it Cyborg? Cyborg, right here. I'm going to take this shade, and it's just like a more of a silver shade, and I am going to take my flat shader brush, and I'm going to tap this right here on my lid, and I'm just going to press this down. I do not want this to be very intense, so I'm not going to wet my brush or anything, and I'm just going to bring this to the inner third of my eye. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I actually just found these. I didn't even know I had these. I was going through my eyeshadow palettes, and this is by Pixie by Petra glitter palette. This is what it looks like, and I am going to go in with this silver right here, and you can use a glitter glue if you want to. I'm not going to because I don't want these to be intense. Let's see what this white looks like first. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this white instead. I'm actually going to take this white instead and then maybe go on with this one. But I really want it to be very light. So I'm just going to go over this glitter. Or I'm sorry, the shimmer that I just laid down. And I'm just going to take some of this glitter and just go over it. Ooh, this is very pretty. It's like iridescent. I'm not going to, I don't want it to be intense. I just want it to be very soft glitter all over the lid. And just pat that on the lid, just like that. That's pretty. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Xoxo again. And I'm going to just keep pressing this, just patting this down. Just like that, and then blending it out. Okay, I like this. So the last thing that I'm going to do, and this is going to be very simple as well. This is optional. You can just literally leave it like this. But I want a little bit more intensity. So I am going to take an angled brush just like this, and I am going to take the Sultry palette, and I'm going to go into this black right here. I love this black in the Sultry palette, and I'm just going to go halfway and just do like a little tiny wing, but I want it to be more natural. So I'm just going to make it a little, well, maybe not little, but just halfway here. Don't worry about any fallout because you can clean it up. Like, look at all this fallout, y'all. I'm going to take a little bit of this. This is actually new. This is the Cleantopia Mascara Lash Blast by CoverGirl. And I'm going to add a little bit of mascara to prep for fall season. I really like the brush on this mascara. If you can see this brush, I really like the way that it's angled. That's actually really nice because it gives the ability, I actually like this mascara. It's super black and I can actually see my lashes with this. So, okay, CoverGirl, I see you. Alright, so now I'm going to take a Neutrogena wipe and just wipe off all of this fallout. I personally don't mind fallout. Unless you are dealing with like a Pat McGrath palette that's like almost $200. If you're dealing with a pigmented eyeshadow palette, you're going to get some fallout, period. But I will say Pat McGrath, yeah. Y'all already know how her shadows are. I could brag about her shadows all day long. Like, literally, and I love that she's a black-owned business brand, but her shadows, I'll say it like this. Some people will seriously question why Pat McGrath charges so much for her eyeshadow palettes. If you try Pat McGrath's eyeshadow palettes and you don't understand why she charges so much, I don't know what to tell you. Because I could say that Natasha Denona, I just don't think her eyeshadows were worth as much as she charged for. But Pat McGrath, I have one Pat McGrath palette, so let me tell you, that palette, like even the bright shades, you don't get any fallout, and it's so pigmented, super blendable. Her shimmers are out of this world. Like, I get it. You're getting top quality with Pat McGrath. So I would look at it like this. If I got any fallout with her palettes, I would be mad because I'm not paying almost $200 for a palette to have nothing but fallout. Sorry, I don't want to deal with that. I definitely recommend this palette though. It's beautiful. So I am going to go off camera and pop on some lashes, and I will be right back. Alright you guys, we are back. I had to let my camera charge really quick, but we are just going to jump right into the products that I got from Sephora. I can say that I'm really impressed with how fast Sephora shipping is. It really only took them like 3 or 4 business days, which was very impressive. So the lashes that I used are the Lash Couture Triple Push-Up Collection by Kiss. And I like these because I think they're really wispy and it goes good with any makeup look, to be honest with you, so you can see your eyeshadow look and everything. Everyone is still talking about this foundation and how amazing this foundation is. This is the Haslab Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. Let me take it out of here. So I used it yesterday for the first time when I was filming, and it's absolutely amazing. I love the packaging. It comes with a pump, which is awesome. The packaging is very luxurious. Very, very luxurious. So you feel like you're getting your money's worth because this foundation is very pricey. This is $45. Retails for $45. And I will honestly say that it is worth every penny once I tried it. Very long lasting. All of the claims that Haus Lab made on their website is 100% true. I'm pretty sure it comes in 51 shades, which is absolutely amazing. I wouldn't expect anything less from Lady Gaga. And not only that, but everybody is saying that this is magic in a bottle, and I 100% agree. So I'm going to just take a little pump like this, because that's really all I use. Just like that. And I'm going to take my Anissa Beauty foundation brush, Pinnacle foundation brush, and I'm going to rub this in first, because that's what I do. Your hands are your best tool. And I love this brush, by the way. This is the Anissa Beauty foundation brush. I'm probably going to do some videos about this. If you follow me on TikTok, then you've probably seen that I did a review on this. That if you don't follow me on TikTok, what are you waiting for? If you're a full coverage girl, you're not going to like it. Like, it's definitely medium coverage. It can be buildable, but it can't be buildable to full coverage. So this is how it looks on the skin. So there's definitely coverage. It's just medium coverage. You know what I mean? So if you don't like, if you're a full coverage girl, which there's nothing wrong with that, definitely this isn't the foundation for you. I'm just going in with my Fenty Contour Matchstick, and I'm going to contour the face a little bit. Prior to going in with what I'm using next. And I'm using my, what is this? The It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe dual-ended brush. And I love this brush. But I will say that my Anissa Beauty brush is way softer than this. The next thing that I did get is I did get her the Haus Lab Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. And I've heard many great things about the concealer too. Not as much as the foundation, but I've heard a lot about this concealer. I'm in the shade, I think it's 22. Cool. I'm pretty sure. And I do like this when I tried it. It's really, really nice. It's definitely very, very brightening. And the main thing that I like about this concealer and the foundation is it feels like you're wearing nothing. It's very comfortable, very lightweight, and I love that. So this is the BK Beauty concealer brush that's been trending on TikTok. Yep, TikTok made me buy it. And I actually do like this when I tried it yesterday. It has like a flat angle like that. So it makes it easy to blend in your concealer, and it gets up there, and it really does. I would say that this concealer is effortless as far as blending it in. It's definitely more on the natural side, this concealer, but I do say that this foundation brush definitely helps with blending out the concealer so flawlessly. So I do like this foundation brush, or this concealer brush, and I do want to try more of BK Beauty's brushes because I heard their brushes are amazing, and I'm just glad that nobody's talking about Morphe brushes anymore. And trust me, I was on the Morphe bandwagon too. Like, mostly every brush that I have is Morphe because they were so affordable. But you get what you pay for. And the majority of my Morphe brushes, not all of them, but a lot of them are falling apart. And that just shows that you get what you pay for. The next thing that I'm going in with, that's a part of the haul, is not new. Well, it's a new shade, but it's not new. I have a lot of these. This is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush, and this is in the shade Happy. I have like 3 or 4 other shades. I love this blush. This is the best blush ever. You literally only need a dot of this blush. I'm I'm just telling you right now, it is very, very difficult to blend out if you use more than just a dot. Because this blush is so pigmented. Like, this is the most pigmented blush that I have ever used. It's just, look at that. Like, and I only used a dot of it. Look at that. But once you go into setting powder, normally I would put the blush on first before concealer. But once you go into your setting powder, it's gonna all be nice. And I keep my blush, I blend it up because that's gonna give you more of a lifted effect. I go to my cheeks and I go up. But look at this blush. It is so pigmented. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder. I'm like, what? Just trust the process. It all works out. It does. Okay. So the next thing that I got is I'm going to set, and this is the the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder in the shade Ultra Pink. So I've been wanting this setting powder. As you can see, the majority of things that I got are things that are trending that I've been very intrigued by. I got this because I got it in a small size because that's all they had available on Sephora.com. And I like it. I really do. I just don't know or consider this as being very brightening. I just don't. Like, I want to try the Huda Beauty loose setting powder, Easy Bake setting powder. I want to try hers in the shade Cherry Blossom. Everybody's been talking about that one too. But it's always out of stock. Always out of stock. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this one more time so I'm not setting any creases. So I'm just going to use this. This is a very, very pink setting powder. But if you don't like pink blush, I don't know if you would like this setting powder. I don't know. It's nice though. I only set my under eyes with this. And it's very, very nice. I do like it. I just look at this as being very smoothing and looks really good if you wear like a pink or reddish blush. You know what I mean? So the next thing I'm going to go in with is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So I have heard nothing but great things about this setting powder. This is actually not trending, but I wanted to try it because I just remember watching a lot of my favorite beauty influencers, like Jaclyn Hill used to rave about this. I don't like her anymore, but when I used to watch her back in the day, she used to rave about this setting powder. A couple other influencers have really amped this setting powder up. Highly expensive, very pricey, but it's Hourglass, so of course it's going to be pricey. I'm just going to set all of my skin with this because I did like it when I used it yesterday. My favorite translucent setting powder is the Laura Mercier. That's my favorite. And I would say that this is very comparable to it. It's just not as matte as the Laura Mercier. It's very smoothing, as you can see. Like, look at that. It's beautiful. I love it. It's just pricey. So it's definitely, if you have dry skin like me, you will love this setting powder. Let's just put it that way. And it's very smoothing. So I do like this. Now, let me set my bronzer really quick. And I'm just going to use my Real Techniques bronzer palette. And it comes with 3 shades. I don't know if they have this anymore, but I love this bronzing palette. This is the Morphe 520. Like, literally, this bronzer is intense. Very intense. So I'm going to go off camera real quick and do my under eyes, and then I will be right back. And I will show y'all the last 2 products. And we're back. So what I did was I just went off camera and finished off the rest of my makeup. All I did was put some lipstick on, smoke out the bottom lash line, and put some highlighter on my nose. And I used my favorite highlighter, by the way. Don't know where it is right now, but oh, here it is right here. This is the Rare Beauty highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter. Like I said, I have never used a product by Rare Beauty and not fell in love with it. And this is in the shade Exhilarate. It's so like this beautiful true champagne color. It is so beautiful. So definitely check out this highlighter if you don't have it. But anyway, and the blush. But anyway, so I wanted to finish everything off camera because just to save time. If you're interested in anything that I am wearing, everything will be in the description below and the prices. So the next thing that I'm going to go in with, this is a Haslab Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter, and this is in the shade Rose Quartz. And I even love the packaging. Like, the packaging is so luxurious. I love it. So this is the shade. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, so this is a highlighter, obviously. I'm going to swatch it and show y'all how beautiful this is. This is a highlighter, obviously. However, I wanted to use it more as a blush topper because I'm not really into a very intense highlight anymore. That's just not my vibe anymore. I like more of a glow from within. So I looked at this like this is very pink, you know, so I can use this as like a blush topper. So I'm going to take my Anastasia highlighting brush, and I think this is the A1. I'm not sure what this is, but it's a really good highlighting brush. And then I'm just going to go in here like this. So Lady Gaga only used one swipe, but obviously she's fair skinned, so she can do that. I'm going to use a couple. I'm going to start with my cheeks first, and I'm just going to go up as if I'm putting on a highlighter. Look at how beautiful that is. That is gorgeous. That's gorgeous. And that's like a glow from within, as you can see, and that's what I like. So this is beautiful. Like, I have no complaints about any of the products that I got. I have no regrets. So far, so good. Last but not least, I got this. Now, I mentioned earlier that a lot of setting powders in my haul. I mentioned earlier that I really want the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose translucent setting powder. Not even translucent. I think I do have her translucent setting powder in the shade. I can't even remember what it is. I think it may be Banana. I don't know. But I really want to try it in Cherry Blossom. So I got the next best thing. And obviously this is another trending makeup product that everyone's been talking about. And this is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch Pressed Setting Powder. And it is in the shade, you guessed it, Cherry Blossom. It does come with a little applicator. I don't like it very much. You know, it's okay. It's like a spongy and whatever. I'll use it, and I'm just going to apply this right up under my eyes. And it is very, very brightening. Like, very brightening. I like it. I feel like this is one of my favorite products that I ordered besides the foundation and concealer. Like, I do like this. You can see how much it's brightening up under my eyes. It's very nice. I don't like that little applicator. I feel like it doesn't disperse the product evenly. So I'm going to use this brush right here, and I'm just going to just kind of tap that in. And it's beautiful. And what I noticed is that it smooths out your skin. Like, it really does. Like, I don't know. There's just something special about this setting powder. And it's almost like you can pack it on and nothing happens except for it just brightens. I enjoyed filming this video for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it as well, as much as I did, and have whatever. And I seriously don't have any complaints about any product that I've used. I recommend every single one of these products. Yes, they're more on the pricier side, but I will say that you can put it on your Christmas list. Christmas is coming up. Or you can literally just treat yourself because you deserve it. Everything that I use, I'm highly impressed with. But if I can recommend one thing to get, it's obviously going to be the foundation. This foundation is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. It is very long lasting. It's perfect for my natural guys and gals, and it's also perfect for anyone who's on the go. And the reason why is because it blends itself. That's how beautiful it is. And it just meshes in the skin, and it's very lightweight. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing any foundation. Like, I literally seen so many people talking about this foundation, but the only reason why I purchased it is because I watched review after review after review. That's right, because $45 is a lot of money to spend on a foundation. So I watched review after review because I am the type of person that I tend to not like returning things. Like, especially when you order things online. Yes, if I got it from the store, it's easy. But when you order things online, you can get a little bit, you can procrastinate. And by the time you're done procrastinating, it's too late to even return it. Most of the people that I watch, the few honest beauty influencers that are left here on YouTube, the ones that I watch are honest. That's why I still watch them. So I will honestly say that every single product that I have used today is 100% approved by me, and that's it, y'all. That's all I got. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope that y'all are having an amazing week so far. I hope Christmas coming soon is not stressing you out too much, because it's not worth it. Have I gone Christmas shopping yet? Somewhat we have, but we have more to do. So, but we're not letting it stress us out because it's not worth it. People go crazy this time of year. Just chillax. It's okay. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch me. And if you have any suggestions for me about any products that you have been loving lately, please leave it down in the comments. I'm talking really fast right now. But also, if there are any tutorials that you want to see or any products that you're interested in, that you would like me to try, I would be happy to. Just leave it down in the comments below. And also let me know if you're going to purchase any of these products that I used, or if you have any of these products. And that's it. I love y'all. And I hope, if I don't come back on here, which I should be prior to Christmas, but if I don't, I hope y'all have an amazing happy holidays, all of those things. And I love y'all very, very much. Shout out to my glam fam, and I will see y'all on the next one. Deuces.